Every command in Python is an statement. This is an statement. So identifier basically are the variables, functions, modules which we used in our program, and there are some rules to make variables, such as you must start with either a lowercase to assign a variable, either you start uppercase to assign a variable, you can start with underscore to assign a variable, you cannot start to assign any variable with has start any number. It will give you a syntax error. You cannot assign any variable which has start and end has any special character, and you cannot assign any empty variable. Actually here I have already stored x is equal to 9, but you cannot assign any empty variable such as p. It will give you error. When I print p, it will give me an error. And the second most important thing is you can assign a different multiple identifier variable in just same line by using comma. So I have here assigned in my variable a 90, in variable b I have assigned my name, and in c I have assigned integer 9, and in d I assign integer 5. Now let's see. In a you can see a value 90, and b has my name, c 9, and d 5. You can get multiple output in Python just by separating through comma. Actually these are the keyword, and we cannot assign a variable with this keyword. For instance, true equal to 0, it will give me an error. However, if you change spell, then you can assign variable. You can assign variable delete, but if you change spell, then you can assign variable. And the second most important thing is that if you want someone give input from the keyboard, then we use we say user defined input, and for that we basically use input command and say, can you please type your name, and I'm enter here. So I'm basically here, for instance, typing my name. So it actually input used for user defined input. You can use several user defined input. For instance, I say a comma b comma c comma d equal to, I'm here using a1 input. Please write the quantity of mangoes and bananas, oranges and grapes. Let's say for I'm just assuming this, and now okay, sorry, I'm closing brackets. Now we say 56 atom of mangoes, 7 atom of bananas, 23 for oranges, and 98 for grapes. And now for instance I say print total price, and now let's suppose I'm adding I'm multiplying 23 multiply with a. So 56 actually these mango, so 23 for one mango price, and I'm adding with 45 for B, and 67 for C, and I say 98 for D, and Pakistani rupees. So here it will give me a syntax error because I did not multiply this. So I'm just copying this, and now we see. So total actually is 15,639, If you don't want to use the able function, then you can use integer function, which actually is very simple. For instance, I say a equal to integer, please describe integer, and then I say input, I say please describe the quantity of mango, and then I'm just copying this and I'm just changing B, C, D, and I'm here changing here for banana, and here here I'm grapes. For instance, we are just changing, we are in this oranges, and I want the total price, so I say total price, and comma, I'm multiplying any number plus 87 with C and plus 98 with D. So total price, I say PKR, Pakistani rupees, and I'm just executing it and say test purpose. Now quantity of I'm here writing 76 for banana, 7, 98 for grapes, and oranges for 6, and we will get here total results. For instance, I have a equal to 1 and b equal to 2, and I want to swap this variable. Then the best practice is either you give any temporary variable, or you can give like a comma b equal to b comma a, and then print this. Or if you did not do, for instance, if you did not do this way and you did not introduce any temporary variable, and you directly say a equal to b and then b equal to a, then you find both has 2. But if you use either this technique or temporary variable, for instance, now we are using here temporary, I introduce a temporary variable. For a temporary variable, I say temporary variable has the value of a, and a equal to b, and b equal to has a temporary variable value, and then simply print a comma b. Never use built-in function as the variable. For instance, we have several built-in function. Built dir built-ins. So these are actually the built-in function. Never use these function as the variable name. For instance, a built-in function basically use every function has their own work. For instance, we have any variable a where value we stored string type data, a equal to string 9, and there is another variable we have 8 variable. We cannot add them because they both have a different data type. For instance, if I want to add them, then I get an error because they have a different data type. So in this case, we basically use built-in function. For instance, here I am using integer to convert this string function into the integer, and then I can easily add. The addition actually is 17. But if I use this built-in function as my variable, for instance, I must assign here any value 23, and now if I want to use this integer to convert this string function to convert my integer value, then it will give me an error because I have already used this built-in function as an variable. So if I really want to use, first of all, I need to delete this integer function, then I can use this function. Now it